Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code P0507 indicates an issue with the idle control system in the Honda HR-V, specifically reporting that the engine RPM is higher than what is expected during idle conditions. The idle control system regulates the engine speed at idle, allowing for smooth operation and performance across various driving conditions. Important components involved include the engine control module, electronic throttle control, and various vacuum hoses. These components are vital for ensuring that the engine maintains the appropriate RPM when not under load, such as when the vehicle is at a standstill. The HR-V, with its continuously variable transmission, CVT, must accurately manage engine idle to avoid potential damage and performance issues. Identifying the underlying cause of the DTC P0507 is necessary to maintain vehicle efficiency and reliability. DTC P0507 describes a malfunction in the idle control system, indicating that the engine's RPM exceeds the expected range at idle. The affected components include the engine control module, ECM, which is responsible for regulating engine functions, the throttle body that controls air intake, and various hoses that may affect airflow dynamics. When idle, the engine should maintain a certain RPM for optimal performance, typically around 600 to 800 RPM, depending on load and temperature. The ECM continuously monitors these parameters, and if it detects a deviation, it triggers the DTC to alert the user and technicians. Proper function of the idle control system is crucial as it impacts fuel efficiency, emissions production, and the overall drivability of the vehicle. Several potential causes can lead to the DTC P0507 being triggered. One of the most common culprits is a vacuum leak, which can significantly disrupt normal air-fuel ratios and engine performance. Components like the positive crankcase ventilation, PCV valve, and related hoses may fail or become compromised over time, resulting in uncontrolled air entering the intake manifold. A malfunctioning throttle body can also contribute to excessive RPMs by failing to close properly during idle conditions. In addition, the engine control module could have corrupted data, leading to erroneous readings of the throttle position. Regular checks and maintenance of these components can prevent triggering this DTC. The symptoms associated with DTC P0507 may include an unstable engine idle, where the RPM fluctuates unexpectedly. Drivers may notice that the engine RPM is higher than normal, particularly when the vehicle is at a complete stop. This can lead to a rough driving experience and can potentially cause stalling issues, particularly in low-speed scenarios. Additionally, there may be increased fuel consumption as the engine operates inefficiently at a higher RPM. Observing these symptoms may prompt a thorough inspection of the idle control system and related components to avoid larger issues down the line. Begin the troubleshooting process by first turning the vehicle to the on position without starting the engine. This allows the onboard systems to initialize, which is essential for accurate diagnostics. Next, clear the DTC using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, which resets the error logs and prepares the system for a fresh evaluation. Then, start the engine and hold the RPM at approximately 3,000 for a short duration. This elevated RPM will help identify any performance issues while the system is under a controlled load. Monitoring the onboard diagnostics, OBD, status for DTC P0507 during this process is critical, as it will confirm whether the issue has resurfaced under these test conditions. After completing the initial RPM test, check the OBD status to see if it indicates a failure. If the HDS reports a failed status for DTC P0507, It confirms that the issue has been duplicated, and you should continue with more intensive diagnostics. However, if it indicates past, it suggests that the problem is intermittent and may not be present at the moment. In such cases, it's crucial to check the freeze data or onboard snapshot information, which retains the conditions under which the error occurred. Attempt to reproduce the failure by mimicking the conditions captured in the freeze data. This aids in isolating the issue. If the HDS indicates executing, continue idling to see if a conclusive result is reached. If out of condition, reevaluate using different electrical loads to test system integrity. For the next step, ensure the vehicle is turned to off, lock mode before proceeding. Conduct a thorough visual and auditory inspection for any vacuum leaks, as these can critically affect engine performance and idle control. Pay particular attention to the positive crankcase ventilation, PCV valve, and hose connections, the evap canister purge valve, the throttle body, and the intake manifold. These components are integral to the air intake system and can directly contribute to elevated RPMs when malfunctioning. If any leaks are discovered during this examination, they will require immediate repair or replacement to ensure proper system function. Once the necessary repairs have been made, it's crucial to verify that the issues have been resolved by repeating the diagnostic procedures. Begin by clearing the DTC once more using the HDS. Following this, start the engine and allow it to idle to observe if the RPM stabilizes within the appropriate range. Keep an eye on the onboard diagnostics status to confirm that the DTC P0507 does not reappear. Successful verification means that the idle control system is now functioning correctly and has restored proper engine performance. Always ensure that any work done can be replicated and confirm that the vehicle is returned to the customer without lingering issues. To keep the idle control system functioning optimally and to prevent future occurrences of DTC P0507, it's essential to implement regular preventative maintenance practices. Regularly inspecting all relevant hoses and connections for wear and leaks will detect potential issues before they escalate. Additionally, monitoring engine RPM behavior under normal driving conditions can provide early warning signs of trouble. Scheduling routine diagnostics at specified maintenance intervals can also help ensure that the engine control system remains calibrated and responsive. Such proactivity can significantly extend the life of crucial components while ensuring a smoother, more efficient driving experience. In conclusion, the DTC P0507 signifies a critical malfunction within the idle control system of the Honda HR-V, often attributed to vacuum leaks and faulty components. Addressing these issues promptly is essential for ensuring optimal engine performance and longevity. By following a systematic troubleshooting process, including the verification of errors and thorough inspection of essential components, you can diagnose and rectify the conditions leading to elevated RPMs. Implementing consistent maintenance practices will further safeguard against future issues, making it vital for vehicle owners to remain attentive to their vehicle's needs. Ultimately, understanding DTCs like P0507 enables better vehicle management and can enhance driver experience significantly. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.